in true Niner style. You can run it geared or single speed. We love them both, so it's totally up to you if you want to have fun or if you want to have less fun and run gears. Nah, just kidding. What is up, Niners and friends? Welcome back to Inside the Nine here in the Niner Garage. Today we are taking a deep dive into the RLT 9, which is our aluminum framed gravel road bike. Let's jump in. Okay, let's talk RLT 9. This is our alloy framed gravel bike. This frame is made out of 6061 aluminum, which is known for its strength to weight ratio, as well as its corrosion resistance and its price. Our frame is hydroformed, so you can see we've got these really beautiful shapes on the top tube and down tube. We spent a lot of time engineering this frame to make sure that it was lightweight as possible, but also rugged, able to handle really technical terrain that we know a lot of folks encounter out there when they're riding gravel. Let's talk about some of the frame features, why we chose to do what we do, and see what makes this bike unique. Starting in the back, we have our 12 by 142 rear through axle. This is basically common on almost all 700C bikes nowadays. So if you have a build kit and you want to build a new bike, or if you need to swap wheels between, say, 700C and 650B wheels, it's super quick, it's super easy, and it also adds to the rigidity of the rear end. Speaking of wheels and tires, we have clearance for up to 50C tires if you're running 700C wheels, or if you're running 650B, you can run up to a 2.0. So really big tire clearance. There's generous room for mud and debris if you get into some nasty mud. We wanted to make sure that you could ride this bike on the road, but we also wanted to make sure that if you were out there way back in the woods and you encountered some rough terrain, your wheels wouldn't get stopped rolling if you were to encounter some clay or something like that. In the back, it does have flat mount disc brake tabs for flat mount disc brake calipers. Again, this is very common on almost all 700C road bikes, cyclocross bikes, and gravel bikes right now. We've got rack and fender mounts. If you decide to use this bike for either commuting or you're just riding in really nasty weather, the rack and fender mounts will help keep you dry, as well as hold some stuff if, again, you're looking to go to the grocery store and use your bike as sort of a grocery getter, run into school, run to the office, whatever the case may be. Up front near the bottom bracket, we do have a forged chainstay yoke. This offered us a couple of things. One, the generous tire clearance that we were looking for, but we also wanted to make sure that it stayed as light as possible in that area because a lot of welding can end up adding a lot of weight to the frame there. We were really happy with that turned out. The bottom bracket is still a PF30, similar to the rest of the bikes in this particular line. We love single speeding here at Niner, so we wanted to make sure that you could run gears or single speed. We know there are some crazies out there that want to do big long rides with one gear. We're all about it. So you can run our eccentric bottom brackets in that area if you're looking to do one speed or any standard PF30 bottom bracket. The seat tube is going to change angles throughout the size range. So depending upon what size you're running, the smaller bikes are going to start at about 74.5 degrees and move up to about 72.5 degrees in the larger sizes. The seat post is a standard 27.2 unit. So again, we decided to make sure and keep everyone comfortable on those longer rides with a skinnier post. It'll help give you a little bit of flex in there and take some of the harshness out of the ride. Inside the main triangle, we've got 3 bottle mounts. We've got bottle mounts on the seat tube, bottle mounts on the top of the down tube, as well as bottle mounts underneath the down tube. 3 bottles is a lot, but we also know people are going to be riding these bikes a ton for long hours. We wanted to make sure you have enough water for those big rides. Underneath the top tube, we have the Niner bag mounts. Now remember, these are available online through the Niner website, but they are also size specific and material specific. So be sure to check out what bag you need for what size and what frame material you have in the specs on the website. The bags have specific mounting points and they're super secure. We really love these bags. We also have the Bento Box Mounts on the top tube, again, like the rest of the bikes in the lineup. So if you're looking to store a cell phone, gummy bears, multi-tool, easy access on the top right there. On the front of the bike, we've got a tapered head tube. So again, really standard across most bikes nowadays. We wanted to make sure it was easy. If something happened, you need to swap a fork, or if you wanted to add a gravel suspension fork on the bike, you can do so. You don't have to worry about any sort of fitment issues. The bike does come with our RLT gravel RDO fork. This fork is the same across the line and it has the same features that the other RDO forks do. So rack and fender mounts along the sides, as well as an integrated hose guide in through the middle of the fork. Super nice and clean. The fork is available with flat mount disc brake tabs. So again, that's very common across the industry on most 700C bikes, and this fork does have it. 12 by 100 millimeter through axle in the front. So again, if you're swapping wheels or you need to fix a flat, it's super quick and easy, but it also keeps the fork nice and stiff up there for good tracking through corners and things like that. And finally, new for 2023 is our azure blue and bronze paint scheme. Don't forget, it always has the cool RLT topo on the seat tube, top tube, and fork legs. And of course, much like the rest of the lineup, we've got a lifetime warranty on the frame. So this is going to be it for RLT 9. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Niner Bikes. Jump on the website if you have any questions or just want to see the rest of the lineup, ninerbikes.com. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Hey, shut your pie hole over there. I thought we were done. Nope. One more. I tell you when we're done. Thank you.